I'm on the east side, I'm on the north side, south to the west, baby, where's your at? I'm coming clean, going way off the map. Call to a 6-man, turn out my hats. I'm on a jet trying to get dispatched. Carlo Floyd, set up the match. Why would I play when I know this? Why would I play when I know this slack? Told the DJ gon' run it. Told the DJ gon' run it. Why would I play when I know this? Why would I play when I know this? Tell the DJ gon' run it. Tell the DJ gon' run it. Why would I play? 4 in the K, roll off a brain dance. Yeah, I'm insane. Rolling my trip and this shotty just jump on him. Different way down in the sea. I done way drop my anchor. What is we talking about? No, I don't talk a lot. Let's just spot that paper. Switching the lane, the lamb delirious. Put on your
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jelani Tavai, they're on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll let this one go deep. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
On 3rd down, Penix exiting the pocket right. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, And it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Paschal Tootin. He'll push ahead to the 21. Christian Harris there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man downfield. That's London. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
A gain of 54 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Atlanta.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
Now Penix forced out wide. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Penix gonna throw again. Oh, he's gonna be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Penix. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Nick Folk to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
35, it's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Chuton. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brings up 2nd and
9. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. To throw is Lawrence. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. He'll return it from the 11. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. Has an opening past the 40. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Eyes closed and my heart open, just to get this off my chest and let my heart broken. See how I go.
To throw is Penix. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. Remember, he had a touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he'll take it on in. Zachariah Branch. Touchdown, Falcons. Folks, extra point is good. And the Falcons will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Polk to kick this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Getting up a little slow after that hit, but he does have a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
So after one, 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Lawrence now. And that's going to be over everyone. Incomplete. Nothing ever really developed there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He finds his tight end. That's Britton Strange. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. Lawrence going to give it to Tootin, and he'll get about 5.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. Big play down deep. They'll get the ball back at the 4. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going. It moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
2nd and inches. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped him in the backfield. Loss of the yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw. It's Penix. Looking middle, and he's got plans. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's taken in by Dotson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Penix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. To throw again, it's Penix. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
That is caught. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. Broke down for the extra point.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
It's up and good. And the Falcons will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. A ball deep for the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Pass was intended for Kyle Pitts.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Forced out left. And the throw on 3rd down going to be incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Folks' kick is good. And the Falcons extend the lead to 24-0.
And this is really why you want a kicker with a big leg. In these situations, end of half, can you steal 3 points from distance and come away with 3? And really nice job there, right around that midfield logo. It's kind of crazy how it's become sort of routine in today's NFL.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. First down throw for Lawrence. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing is Penix. This one caught at the 4.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
I mean, what more can we say about Bijan Robinson? I mean, you see him in the open field, his ability to make guys miss, but then the ability to then turn and get the hard yards, make the tough runs. You know, he's as well-rounded a back as there is in the league, and certainly continues to be a huge force for this Falcons offense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Bashan Tootin. Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Buster Brown is there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. They'll go again with Robinson. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
4-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. We'll talk things over before third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Incomplete.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Pitts is the man in motion. Fourth down, and here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. And that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here is Penix. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good 3rd down stop, and it sets up 4th down.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
It's a turnover on downs.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10.
Gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he'll bring this near the 1st down marker. They're going to spot him, let's say, a yard short. So a 3rd and 1 forthcoming.
A gain of 4.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
3rd and a yard. They'll fake it to Tootin. Now it's Lawrence. A throw behind his back. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have a Jags first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
First down.
To throw is Lawrence. Set up the screen out wide. It's Thomas. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everything.
And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Tipton. Whoa. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Now here's Lawrence. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here to the 5-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That is caught by the tight end, Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. So again, they will try for 2. This time, it comes from the 7-yard line.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out.
Jaguars 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This house, I've never seen this love, but when you down, it's like it. Baby, don't know the price to hit these hands. What you touch, my mind was screaming.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack. Now, if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Penix. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
38. Jaguars 13. Nick Folk.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds. This will be a 2nd down and 6. Lawrence now. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons will add 1 more onto their big lead.
Falcons 45, Jaguars 13. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Over the middle, it is Strange. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
It's no secret this day has been a rough outing all around, so at this stage of the game, really no choice but to remain aggressive and just try to find something positive on a day where there's been a lot of negative.
Lawrence out to Hunter. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Zach Harrison. He gets in there to drop before a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 23
Now a
yards.
timeout for Jacksonville. They're second. First down, 10 yards to go.
Let's go. Son.
Here's Lawrence. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Snake Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now he'll work his way out right. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
20, 15, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. 65, trap 60. Hawks, 70, Hawks.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
By Eric Armstead.
That'll bring up 2nd
9-yard
and long.
loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the Jaguars' 46-yard line.
So it's a win here.